course, in Italy, we have to deal with Venice as well. And Venice at the time is a power that's waning. Venice had found its power in trade throughout the Mediterranean. In fact, it's sort of the endpoint of the Silk Road, having come through Constantinople and elsewhere, all the way from China. It controlled a lot of the naval trade throughout the Mediterranean. But by the time we get into the 14th and 15th century, that's starting to wane. The Portuguese, for example, have gone around Africa or in the process of doing it, and they will get to the spice trade. We will see other powers, the Spanish getting involved in the New World, etc. The entire sort of outlook for Venice is very bad because they're not involved in trade to the Indies and to the east. They're not involved in colonization in the New World to the west. They focus on this singular trade route. And after they sack Constantinople in 1204, they really sap their own power. They cut off a lot of that trade that would have come in via the Silk Road. So at this time, they're on the wane, but if you're a Venetian citizen, you wouldn't have recognized it. We're looking at the Doge Palace, or the Doge Palace. And this is the most ornate building in medieval Italy. The heavy lower arches create a sense of rhythm, which is doubled on the second story. It creates this almost lace-like lower element. And it's a very interesting thing. It's very delicate. It draws into question the strength of this airy, delicate structure. Each story is taller than the one beneath it. The second story is taller than the first. The third story is taller than the second. The tile work on that upper level is actually there for a reason. That articulation avoids the building appearing to be top-heavy. So you get this delicate tile work that plays off of the delicacy of the lower levels, and we get rid of any sense of a top-heavy or asymmetrical or unbalanced structure. It creates something of great beauty. And in fact, it's colorful and decorative, light and airy in appearance. The palace seems to perfectly fit and float, really, between the sea and the sky. This is perfectly suited to Venice, which of course exists between sea and sky. Maybe a little closer to the sea these days, but you get the idea.